Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about something deeply personal and incredibly important, your health. It's a precious gift, wouldn't you agree? We only get one body, one life to live. How we treat our bodies directly impacts the quality of our lives. When we're healthy, we have more energy. We can fully engage with the world around us. So before we go any further, I want you to ask yourself a very important question. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath in and out. Now ask yourself this: how important is my health to me? Really let that question sink in. Taking care of our health isn't selfish, it's an act of self-love. Richard Trillian, author of the insightful book, You Will Keep Struggling to Lose Weight Until You Try This 4-Step Method of Losing Weight, understands this struggle firsthand. For years, Richard battled his weight. He tried countless diets and exercise plans, only to be met with disappointment time and time again. He felt trapped in a cycle of frustration and despair. Richard knew something had to change, but he wasn't sure where to start. He discovered that true and lasting change wasn't just about willpower. It was about aligning his thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Richard carried the weight of the world on his shoulders, and it wasn't just metaphorical. Every extra pound felt like a burden, holding him back from truly living his life. He longed to experience the freedom of movement, the confidence to pursue his passions without hesitation. But the heavier he felt physically, the heavier his spirit became. He would catch glimpses of his reflection in shop windows and feel a pang of disappointment. Richard knew he was capable of so much more, but the negative self-talk had become a constant companion. He started to believe that he was destined to be overweight, that happiness and fulfillment were reserved for those who fit society's narrow definition of beauty. He knew he couldn't continue down this path. Richard found himself caught in a relentless cycle of despair. He would start a new diet with unwavering determination, only to find himself slipping back into old habits within days or weeks. The initial excitement would fade, replaced by a familiar sense of frustration and defeat. The allure of comfort food was strong. In moments of stress or sadness, he would turn to sugary treats and fast food for solace. These indulgences provided temporary relief, but ultimately left him feeling emptier than before. He realized he needed to address the root causes of his unhealthy eating habits. Richard had to confront the uncomfortable truth. Food had become a crutch, a way to cope with the challenges life threw his way. Whenever he felt overwhelmed, stressed, or alone, he would turn to food for comfort. He began to pay attention to his eating patterns, noticing the times and situations that triggered his cravings. Recognizing these triggers was the first step in breaking free from the cycle of emotional eating. This realization marked a turning point in Richard's journey. Amidst the frustration and despair, a glimmer of hope emerged. Richard stumbled upon the concept of the conscious and subconscious mind. He learned that our thoughts, beliefs, and habits are largely shaped by the subconscious, a powerful force operating beneath the surface of our awareness. This revelation was a game changer. He began to explore different techniques for accessing and influencing his subconscious mind, eager to harness its power for positive transformation. Richard's journey took an empowering turn when he fully grasped the immense power he possessed within himself. The realization that he could actively shape his reality by aligning his conscious and subconscious minds was liberating. He began to experiment with different techniques to bridge the gap between his conscious desires and subconscious beliefs. He explored the power of visualization, vividly imagining himself at his ideal weight, radiating confidence and vitality. By consistently feeding his mind positive, empowering beliefs, he could gradually rewire his thought patterns and create lasting change. He felt a renewed sense of hope and determination. During this exploration of the subconscious, Richard had a profound revelation. He realized that traditional weight loss methods often failed because they targeted only the surface level, the conscious mind's desire to slim down. They neglected the powerful undercurrent of the subconscious, where deeply ingrained beliefs and habits resided. He understood that lasting change required a more profound approach, one that addressed the root causes of his struggles. This realization led him to the development of his revolutionary four-step method. He called it the imagination, affirmation, written and recording listening method. The first step in Richard's method is imagination, a technique that harnesses the subconscious mind's remarkable ability to manifest thoughts into reality. By creating a clear, detailed mental picture of himself at his ideal weight, he could effectively plant the seeds of transformation in the fertile ground of his subconscious. Every night, before drifting off to sleep, Richard would close his eyes and visualize himself as the person he yearned to be. He would see himself stepping on the scale, a look of triumph on his face. This wasn't just wishful thinking, it was a deliberate act of reprogramming his subconscious mind. By consistently feeding his mind these positive images, he was slowly but surely replacing the old limiting beliefs with a new, empowering self-image. Complementing the power of visualization was the second step in Richard's method affirmation. He understood that the subconscious mind is highly responsive to the words we repeatedly tell ourselves. Negative self-talk had kept him stuck in a cycle of frustration for far too long. It was time to rewire his internal dialogue with positive, empowering affirmations. Richard crafted a set of personalized affirmations that resonated deeply with his goals. He would repeat these affirmations aloud every morning, his voice firm and resolute. By consistently feeding his mind these positive statements, he was effectively counteracting years of negative self-talk. The third step in Richard's method involved harnessing the power of the written word. He discovered that the act of writing down his goals, desires, and intentions engaged his subconscious mind on a deeper level. He began journaling every day, dedicating a specific section to his weight loss journey. In his journal, he would not only record his food intake and exercise routine, but also delve into his thoughts, feelings, and any challenges he encountered along the way. Writing down his goals and aspirations made them feel more tangible, more real, and therefore more attainable. With each stroke of the pen, he was effectively scripting his transformation. The final piece of Richard's four-step method involved amplifying the positive messages he was feeding his subconscious mind. He decided to leverage this by creating audio recordings of himself, reading his affirmations and visualizations aloud. Every day, while commuting to work, exercising, or simply relaxing at home, he would listen to these recordings. Hearing his own voice, filled with conviction and belief, reinforced the positive self-image he was cultivating. The repetition of these affirmations and visualizations, delivered through the power of audio, created a constant stream of positive input. Through this consistent and multi-sensory approach, Richard was creating an environment conducive to transformation, both internally and externally. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into the fascinating interplay between the conscious and subconscious minds. Think of your conscious mind as the captain of a ship, holding the map, setting the course, and making decisions. It's the part of you that sets goals, makes plans, and analyzes information. It's the voice of reason, logic, and willpower. The subconscious mind, on the other hand, is like the powerful engine room below deck. It holds all the programming, the deeply ingrained beliefs and habits that drive your actions and reactions. It's the realm of emotions, intuition, and automatic responses. It's where your core beliefs about yourself, your abilities, and the world around you reside. The key to lasting change, Richard discovered, lies in aligning these two powerful forces. It's not enough to simply desire change on a conscious level. You need to convince the subconscious mind that it's possible and desirable. You need to speak its language and work with its inherent power, not against it. Richard's four-step method is designed to bridge the gap between these two minds, creating a harmonious partnership that paves the way for effortless and sustainable transformation. Imagine your subconscious mind as a fortress, guarded by a vigilant gatekeeper. This gatekeeper, often driven by fear and a desire to maintain the status quo, can block any new information or beliefs that contradict its existing programming. Trying to force change through sheer willpower is like trying to break down the fortress gates. It's a recipe for resistance and frustration. Imagination, however, offers a clever bypass. When you vividly imagine yourself at your ideal weight, engaging in healthy habits, and feeling confident in your own skin, you're essentially sneaking past the gatekeeper and planting seeds of change directly into the fertile ground of your subconscious. The subconscious mind, unable to distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, begins to accept these new images and beliefs as its own. It's like creating a compelling movie in your mind's eye, a movie where you're the star, living your best, healthiest life. As you consistently engage in these visualizations, you're essentially rewriting the script of your life, replacing the old story of struggle and self-doubt with a new narrative of empowerment and transformation. Now let's talk about the power of affirmations. For years, Richard had unconsciously played negative self-talk tapes on repeat in his mind. I'm not good enough, I'll always be overweight. I don't have the willpower to change. These limiting beliefs became self-fulfilling prophecies, shaping his actions and reinforcing his negative self-image. Affirmations, he discovered, are the antidote to this destructive inner dialogue. By consciously choosing to repeat positive, empowering statements about himself and his abilities, he was effectively replacing those old, worn-out tapes with new, uplifting ones. Think of it like this. Every time you repeat an affirmation, you're sending a message to your subconscious mind, telling it what you believe to be true. The subconscious, always eager to please, gradually begins to align with these new beliefs, creating subtle shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's like reprogramming a computer with new software. The old programming doesn't disappear overnight, but with consistent effort, the new programming takes over, leading to a profound transformation from the inside out. Section 4. The written word, making it concrete. Now, let's explore the power of the written word in Richard's method. While visualization and affirmations engage the subconscious mind through imagery and sound, writing harnesses the power of tangibility and action. When you write down your goals, desires, and intentions, you're not just expressing them, you're giving them form and structure. You're making them real in the physical world, creating a tangible representation of your inner aspirations. This act of writing engages both your conscious and subconscious minds. Your conscious mind is actively involved in the process of choosing words, structuring sentences, and expressing thoughts. Your subconscious mind, meanwhile, is absorbing the information, processing the implications, and aligning with the intentions behind the words. Richard's journaling practice became a sacred space for self-reflection, accountability, and manifestation. By consistently writing about his ideal self, his goals, and his progress, he was effectively scripting his transformation, one word at a time. It was as if he were writing a powerful story, a story where he held the pen and had the power to create the ending he desired. Section 5. Recording and listening, a symphony for the subconscious. Richard amplified positive messages through audio, feeding his subconscious mind. Our subconscious absorbs information constantly, even when we're unaware. He created audio recordings of affirmations and visualizations. Listening during idle moments allowed messages to bypass his conscious mind. This reinforced new beliefs and self-image. It was like composing a symphony for his subconscious, harmonizing thoughts and actions. The power of imagination, a virtual transformation. Richard, initially skeptical, approached the imagination method with an open mind. Every night he would close his eyes and transport himself to a mental haven. He envisioned stepping onto the scale, pride washing over him. He felt lightness in his stride, jogging effortlessly. He pictured trying on clothes, the fabric fitting comfortably. He imagined the delighted faces of loved ones. He embodied the emotions, confidence, and sense of accomplishment. Section 2. Affirmations in action, from doubt to belief. Richard's initial attempts at affirmations felt awkward, even silly. He sat in front of his bathroom mirror each morning, repeating phrases that seemed at odds with his current reality.
I am healthy, strong, and vibrant.
He'd declare, his reflection showing a man still grappling with his weight. Doubt whispered in his ear, but he persevered. He knew that the subconscious mind learns through repetition, and he was determined to reprogram years of negative self-talk. He wrote his affirmations on sticky notes, plastered them on his refrigerator, his bathroom mirror, even the dashboard of his car. As days turned into weeks, something shifted within him. The affirmations, once foreign and uncomfortable, began to resonate with a glimmer of truth. He started to notice subtle changes in his demeanor, a newfound confidence in his posture, a lightness in his step. The affirmations weren't magically erasing his challenges, but they were providing him with the inner strength and resilience to face them head-on. He was no longer simply wishing for change. He was declaring it, embodying it, and most importantly, believing it. Section 3. Journaling his journey, tracking progress and celebrating wins. Richard approached journaling with the meticulousness of a scientist. He tracked his food intake and emotions daily. He recorded workouts, marking milestones and celebrating victories. His journal became a safe haven for self-reflection. Writing provided clarity, accountability, and empowerment. Section 4. Audio reinforcement, creating a soundtrack for success. Richard initially felt self-conscious recording his affirmations and visualizations. He sat alone in his car, phone propped up on the dashboard, his voice feeling strangely loud in the enclosed space. But he pushed through the discomfort, reminding himself that this was for his benefit, a private conversation between his conscious and subconscious minds. He listened to the recordings during his commute, his mind absorbing the positive messages while his hands navigated the traffic. He played them while walking his dog, the rhythm of his steps syncing with the cadence of his own voice declaring his goals and aspirations. He even played them softly as he drifted off to sleep, allowing the affirmations to seep into his subconscious mind throughout the night. The repetition, the consistency, the intimacy of hearing his own voice pronounce his worthiness and his ability to achieve his goals created a powerful feedback loop of positive reinforcement. He was essentially rewiring his brain, creating new neural pathways that aligned with his vision of a healthier, happier self. Section 5. The ripple effect, transforming habits and behaviors. Richard witnessed a remarkable transformation. His relationship with food and his body shifted. Cravings for sugary treats lost their allure. He gravitated towards healthier choices. Exercise became something he looked forward to. He felt the invigorating rush of endorphins. His body became a vessel of strength and vitality. The most profound change occurred within his mind. Negative self-talk faded into silence. A quiet confidence arose, an unwavering belief in his worthiness. Richard's transformation was about empowerment and self-discovery. He harnessed the power of his mind, unlocking a new version of himself. Section 1. Your journey begins now. Richard's journey is a testament to the power we all possess within ourselves. He discovered that true and lasting change isn't about finding the perfect diet or exercise plan. It's about transforming our relationship with ourselves, our bodies, and our minds. It's about aligning our conscious desires with our subconscious beliefs, creating a harmonious partnership that paves the way for effortless and sustainable transformation. His four-step method, imagination, affirmation, written and recording listening, provides a practical roadmap for anyone seeking to embark on a similar journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It's a gentle yet powerful approach that honors the unique needs of both the conscious and subconscious minds. Now, it's your turn. Take a moment to reflect on your own relationship with your health and well-being. What limiting beliefs have been holding you back? What positive changes are you ready to embrace? The journey to a healthier, happier you begins with a single step. Take that step today. Embrace the power of your own mind and watch as you create a life that truly nourishes your body, mind, and soul. You can get Richard Trillien-Mante's weight loss book called You Will Keep Struggling to Lose Weight Until You Try This Four-Step Method of Losing Weight from his website richardmante.com and also from Amazon. Kindly support this channel by pressing like, share, and subscribe to get future amazing videos.